Traditionally, the jungles of the world are known for their high biodiversity and the allure of long-lost civilizations filled with gold and treasure. The only civilization you will find in the Flayer jungle is, well, the Flayers. I know, what a surprise. As for the wildlife, there are frogs and winged nightmares, and the only thing nightmarish about them is that they fly all the way to the stratosphere when you're trying to kill them. Also, their drop table sucks hard. Like, not just bad, they're the worst monster in the game for finding runes. As for the Flayer jungle itself, it's a level 80 area and the density was actually pretty decent. In one game, I counted 14 packs. Now, if you include the super unique pack and the Blade of the Old Religion quests pack, that adds up to 16 packs potentially in a run, which is really good. Now, let's talk about Stormtree first. He is a level 83 monster with a level 78 treasure class. Not the worst in the game. He can drop some decent items like the Reaper's Toll, for example. And he is found just before the entrance to Lower Kurast. The best way to clear the map is to work your way down towards the edge of the Great Marsh or the Spider Forest, whichever your map spawns with, then you work your way up to Stormtree. This makes the map manageable. Now, let's talk about this so-called quest bug. It's less of a bug and more of a strategy. What you do is you actually just skip the Blade of the Old Religion quest and never turn in the Gid Bin to Ormus. This way you can click on the altar over and over and get an extra champion or unique pack every run. With all that said, let's see what the Flayer jungle had to offer. On the first run, a Leviathan dropped, and I've been finding a lot of these recently. Maybe they're not as uncommon as I thought they were. This one had a perfect roll on the damage reduction too, so that was kind of neat. I included this next clip to show some of the loot explosions from the Flayer jungle, and this is why we need a loot filter. Please, Diablo devs. I shouldn't have to chug potions or zoom in just to see the loot. On run 3, I found this military pick, one of the most boring items you can find, especially the set variant, which everyone hates to see because it follows you around like a damn ghost. On run 6, I got the first decent Stormtree drop. Gold wrap is an item that has lost its excitement at this point, but it's still okay. Run 8 rolls around and I find a Rogue's Bow. Really incredible stats, 50 IAS, Deadly Strike, and all res, but 5 to 11 damage at level 20? Yeah, that's a joke. I think a blue bow could do better. Later in that same run, I found this unique polearm. Honestly, just looks like a stat stick, pretty boring, no one cares. Next item. On run 9, I found a Tancred's from Stormtree, and you'll notice there was zero hesitation throwing this item out of my inventory, suggesting it's a terrible item, and for the most part, it is. But what a lot of people don't know is that the 2-piece bonus gives 78% magic find, so it turns out to be a really good ladder start item. On run 12, another great early game item drops. Even late game PvP builds will sometimes use these Blood Fist gloves. It's just a beautiful item overall. In this clip, we can see why the Flayer jungle is amazing in theory. You get to kill champion shamans twice, so each pack is essentially doubled. Is it enough though? That is the question. Also, Demon Limb, enchant charges. Simple enough. I am deeply saddened by the fact that this foul rune was the highest rune of the session. Also, while we're here, might as well show off this unique dirk. It's the Diggler. The damage is going to fall off real quick, but at least you get the cold and the fire res. Then on run 30, I found a Tal Mask, but that's not really important because later in the same run, I found a godly Blue Monarch. So godly that you better prepare yourself. On this run, I had a double set drop from a shaman. The amulet was Angelic's, and it's always good to stash angelic rings and amulets because you don't need them until you do, is what I've come to realize. Then the helmet was Nats, but who cares. I found the Face of Horror on run 33. I think this is fairly overlooked. Sure, on a melee build, it's annoying as hell, but on a caster build, that's some free strength and resistances at level 20. Very nice. Among this pile of loot was an ethereal giant thresher, and yes, you know what that means. Time to roll it. Here we go, man. Come on. The first one was 5 sockets. Let's get a 4. Disgusting. I'm never lucky, man. Oh well. Anyways, on run 35, Stormtree drops a classic melee weapon, Bone Snap. Massive damage for level 24. That's all I have to say. Nothing dropped until run 49 when I got desperate enough to show another trash low-level unique. This is a paladin weapon that doesn't even allow you to use a paladin shield, and that 6 to Holy Fire is not making up for it. Garbage sword, I'm sticking to Bone Snap. On run 50, I finally found something of use, a Magic Find Small Charm with fire resistance. Could have used better rolls, but it's still good. On run 56, I found a skill GC for the Lightning Sorceress. Very nice. I mean, up until this point, everything's been worth just P gems, so. I then found a unique winged knife on that same run. It's a war strike, but it wasn't ethereal, so I don't really care. And then a set spired helm. That's G-Face, right? Nope. Bait and switch with this god-awful Ondel helmet. G-Face is the winged one. I then found this pretty nice melee small charm. That was then followed up by a pretty nice rare jewel on run 71. I don't know much about low-level dueling, but this looks like it could be pretty good. I then got a second Lightning Sorceress skill charm on run 73. On run 86, I found a unique Gothic bow, which was Gold Strike, and as far as bows go, this one looks pretty good. The last drop of the session was this Poison and Bone skill charm for the Necromancer. Not bad. When it's all said and done, the Flayer jungle was quite disappointing. It took me an average of 5 to 6 minutes to full clear it every run, and what was found really? A few plain skillers and a couple decent uniques, no runes. Using the altar as an evil urn didn't really make a difference. Stormtree is no Pindle skin, so unfortunately I'm going to have to give this place a C. To be fair, it was fun seeing all the loot explosions, but that's about it. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.